Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for our weekly group call. This is April. We're in April of 2020, and I know that there's a lot going on in the world today. There's so many topics coming out, right, on the news, on social media, in our mailbox, in our email, like it's everywhere, the news and media. Today, what I like to help people do in my week, our call here when we meet up together, is to really give you some inspiration to be able and to keep your day simple no matter what, and to also be able to take steps, to be able to know what to do each day, just what's worked for others, right? There's no like end of the road hard answers here. I'm not, here to really give answers or specific things. I like to share what I have found, what has helped me be successful and be happy every day, which is one of the topics today. And then the second one, we'll go into details about entrepreneurship and business and doing business on social media specifically, because that's what we do. That's what we specialize in. So number one, the very first thing for today is, the one thing, people are always wondering, well, how can you be happy each day, and how can, despite your health issues or despite challenges or despite emergencies or things, how do you cope and how do you stay happy, and how are you smiling all the time? Are you really happy, or are you pretending? And to be honest, I've asked myself that too, right? Like I've asked myself that in times of trial and crisis. Am I really happy right now? And if so, what's bringing me that happiness, right? And I find one thing every single day that I keep coming back to every single day, no matter what. And it's literally one thing. It has gotten that simple. It didn't start that simple. I struggled for a long time in my life, in everything, not only my lifestyle, in my marriage. This is my third marriage. I really wanted a happy, successful marriage and a family, and I was really struggling to find that. There's a lot of areas, that I struggled and found success through my journey, but struggled along the way. And, each day, even when I look back, because I have all my journals and I keep journals and notes of everything that I cover and listen to and read from all my mentors and all the books that I read. And when I went back over this past year of all my notes, the one thing that kept coming back, it was a question, what brings me life? What is different when I'm happy or when I'm not happy, or when I feel successful and see success and when I don't? What were the differences? And myself, I realized it was when I focused on life. It was when I focused on growth. It was when I focused on being 1% better each day, just that 1% better, focusing on the good things versus death, versus disease, versus failures, versus accidents. We have children here at home all day, and things happen, accidents happen. It's hard to have a real predictable day all day, every day, right? So, it was in those times, those crazy times where, I would be able to just keep that glimpse of life. What is life right now? What is life right now for me? And that keeps a happiness. It's like a level of happiness that can't be taken away from outside sources, right? And that's the beauty of having that happiness. When I say happiness 365 every single day, that's what I mean. Just being happy every day, no matter what. And what I found was that when I wake up, I'm not alone when I wake up in the mornings. And, I say that, and I want to just give you a thought, an idea, imagine, when we wake up, we don't tell ourselves, we don't tell our eyes, okay, eyes open and see things, and, okay, sit up and heart start beating and liver start functioning and stomach start working. Like, we don't have to do all that, right? There is a source of life within us every single day, all day, no matter what, from the moment we wake up to the moment we go to bed. And, the science of getting rich calls it the power within us. I call it God. I call it the Holy Spirit. We've heard it called universe or creation or being one with God even. There's different words we can put on this. I don't like to focus on the labels. What I like to tell you or to imagine, inspiring you to imagine, is simply connecting our mind with that higher consciousness, that higher that created us, that created you. What that power is that helps you breathe, that helps your heart beat. That's the connection that can bring, I truly believe, happiness every day, no matter what. When we're connected with that immense source of life within us. And now for you, it's going to be different than what it looks like for me to connect with that. For me, I wake up in the morning and I listen to a meditation. I have some quiet time, some prayer before my family wakes up. It's very valuable and important to my day that I have that time for me, no matter what. And I don't ever, I just don't ever give that time away, no matter what, no matter who would invite me somewhere or to do something at that certain time. If it's during my morning ritual, I'm not going. I won't be there because that's my time for me no matter what. And it's the only time of the day that's predictable. So that's why I do give my mornings, no matter what, to that source of life. And, you know, again, I call it God. And I focus there. So I want to inspire you to focus there in your life and to make it a habit, a practice every single day, multiple times a day, to come back to whatever that is that brings you life. You know, for a while, it was my children for me. For a while, you know, there was a season, it was my husband. We went on a lot of dates and we spent a lot of time together. You know, there's a season for everything under the sun. Truly, people a source of happiness. However, people are still not eternal, right? People are still like us. We're all the same. We're all human. If we connect to the divine source of life within us, that divinity within us, that's eternal. That can't be taken away by circumstances, by people, by issues, by the world, by the government, by President Trump, by coronavirus. You know, that can't be taken away. So that's truly where I find my source of happiness every single day, no matter what. And then number 2 is 28 days. So the second topic I was going to talk about was 28 days to, I call it 5K. It could be any advancement in your life. You know, 5K is a rank, it's a business, it's an investment, an advancement in our business opportunity. And it's a huge deal because it means getting paid. It means having extra cash. It means serving others and seeing other people get paid. And that is what I'm here for. And that's what our team's goal is, to work together as a team, right? To share our link on our page and then also share that out with others. Message me if you share your link. I'll be happy to serve you and support you and share your, in creating your success, because I value you being here. Whether you're in my personal downline or not, I am just one team oriented, and I really, really, that's my value. I see everyone as my team, and I see everyone as a team here. So, and for some people, it might not be an advancement in your company. It might not be a business advancement. You might be working on an advancement in your relationship, right? You might want to get engaged or want to get married or have a baby, or maybe you just got pregnant and this is your success. You know, you're going to carry this baby for 9 months and, oh my gosh, the celebration is going to be the baby. So, whatever that is for you, take the steps needed to make that a great journey for yourself every single day. Don't depend on somebody else to give you things to do each day or to praise you or to tell you, even, root for you. Choose to just root for yourself for 28 days. Choose to take that personal responsibility and go all in for that big thing you're looking for, whatever that big thing is right now. One huge benefit here is that I get to run, do this business and have a business at home around my family. I get to prioritize them first. I get to, work my day and schedule the way that's best for me. And I wouldn't want it any other way. And that's what I like giving to others. That's what I like helping others see in this, is that you can do the same thing. Being in profit. That's another big thing that I value when it comes to succeeding and finding that advancement in our opportunity, is being in profit versus being in debt. That's a big difference. You got to look at your numbers, and Melody and Robert, our mentors, help us do that. Thank goodness. So how do I do that? How are we going to do that? I'm going to give you quick 15 things. I'm just going to read them off. We will have this replay posted, so you'll be able to come back. These are 15 things, and where I got this is Robert Hollis's Shackled to Free. Robert Hollis with Laurie Munson wrote this book, Shackled to Free, Getting Gooder and Gooder. I have the whole review in Journey to Freedom if you want to check out the entire book review. But then at the end, I read the entire end part. He gives praise, so not he does, but a bunch of his students, there's about 5, 10, 15, 20 students or more maybe that gave him praises. And what I did was I read through those and I really digested what they were praising him for, right? These are people that have known him for years, that he has helped find success, right? So that's my example. That's what I want to be. It lights me up to help you find success. And Robert Hollis is just the master with helping to serve others. So what is he being praised for? That's what I want to know. And I'm going to share that with you today. There's 15 things that guarantee success. They guarantee happiness and advancement in any area of your life. This is the kicker. Like, it doesn't just have to be your business or your opportunity. I guarantee you, if you apply even just one of these things to any area of your life, you'll find success. And I can't wait to hear about that. Please share it with me as you do. So number 1 is be a student. And these are, this is stuff I wrote. I actually wrote them all out, 15 things that I got out of his praise reports. So he was praised for being a student, for always being open to learning. And what I'm hearing that is he comes to situations open. He comes not expecting to talk and give his point, but he comes to situations expecting to be open and maybe hear another perspective. He's open to learning. Not only is he open to hearing and learning about new concepts, he gets a new mentor once a year. He's also open then to putting things into practice that are new, that his mentor shares with him, that has worked for higher successors, right? He's a student and he's an eternal lifelong student. So I want to do that too. Number 2 is seek excellence in your area of expertise. Your area of expertise. Now, for a while, I was a photographer and I learned all I could about that. Now I'm pouring into network marketing, social media, social marketing. Now, do I go buy a bunch of courses still today? No, I don't, because I know I found my map to freedom. I have found what I was looking for as far as success in my life and in my business. I have that, and I'm able to serve that to others. So there's no reason for me to be going and getting a whole bunch of different trainings. I already have an expert that's helping guide me. So that's key for number 2. When you seek excellence in your area of expertise, what is that? What does excellence look like in network marketing, right? And to me, Robert Hollis and Melody exemplify that. They're here to serve others. They don't beg or convince people to join them. They simply share what they have found. And if you're open and ready and you're looking, then you're going to take a look. It really is that simple. And they've helped me and our whole team do that. It's just amazing. So number 3 is seek to create success for others. And I just mentioned that about them being of service. And this really was a paradigm shift for me. Because I was burned a lot of times in network marketing. I've had bad experiences, and it was hard for me to come to my messenger and message my friends with the heart and mindset of I'm serving you, and I'm going to help create your success by sharing what I found. It was a paradigm shift, but once I started getting weekly paid, monthly paid, I see the differences in my relationship building, in the quality of my relationships, my friendships. I see success, and I see others doing that. We have people on our team that didn't even have a profile picture posted. Some people didn't even have a Facebook. Now they do. So people are finding success, and it's great for us to that for them. Maybe it's introducing them to somebody, but maybe it's with them. Maybe it's sharing a meditation. Seek to help others create success. Number 4 is be a great friend. Be a great friend. Now, it sounds so simple and silly even. What, a friend? Like, we a friend. But truly, when I come to areas of my life where I'm struggling and I'm like, okay, what would a friend do? I can get a different perspective just simply by asking that question. That's great about mentors as well. Robert and Melody are non-judgmental. I'm able to come to them with life experience that are often difficult, maybe sometimes personal experiences, and they're not there to judge me. They're there to share, their heart with me, and they truly have my best interest in mind, which is a beautiful thing that I've been able to learn over the years of knowing them. Obviously, I didn't know that in they believed in me, and over the years I've been able to see their belief and find that in myself as well. So just seek to be a great friend. Number 5 is be consistent with what is working. In order to know what's working, we got to keep I did not like doing this in the beginning. I did not writing things down and writing down my rank and writing down my BV that I need for that month to qualify for my binary. Like, I didn't want to do all that. It was very time consuming, but it does matter. Writing things down, and that's one of the things that I have been consistent with, is working. I write down a schedule every single day, no matter what. I write down that I'm going to have a morning ritual. I write down that I'm going to with 5 to 10 to 20, however many it is, new people. But the deal, measure your results at the end of the week. You should be creating new relationships, be creating new, new connection on social media. I mean, that's what we're here for. Okay, so 6 is care for people. Care for people. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for joining. I don't know if she can hear me yet. Okay. So care for people. And here's, another very, very simple, it's just a simple little reminder that I ask myself in a difficult situation, or if I'm on social media and maybe I'm in a messenger and a conversation with somebody. How do I get out of this? What do I say? What would a person that cared about them, what would mom say to them, or what would their dad or their child say? Someone, a family member that cared, a hard time seeing, something as peaceful, or, I'm having a hard time with a friend. I just focus on caring. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for joining. So number 7 is seek to be understanding. We often want to be understood. I want to be understood. I find it frustrating when people misunderstand me, especially in Messenger, when I'm trying to create a relationship with someone and maybe we'll get information about something and it might somewhere and they're like, well, I don't need any help, or I don't. And what it usually comes down to is they've seen something I posted on profile, and then in Messenger, it's like they're relating that message in Messenger when maybe that message wasn't even for them. Maybe that was for somebody else, or either way, seek to be understanding of them and their perspective. So when things happen like that, and you're finding it difficult to be understanding, and you're really seeking to be more understanding, where I go back to number 1, that source of happiness and power within me, and I ask, power within me, help me to be understanding in the situation, help me to know what to say in the situation. Okay, number 8 is follow a formula. And now this is obviously a formula. Think about baking a cake. It's going to have to be pretty detailed and exact to get the right cake we want. So following a very general and specific. If you want a formula to case specifically, that is going to be way more detailed and like specific do on Facebook. One of the first things I do when I get social media to work my, I quote it because it doesn't feel like working. I get online, do seek to care about people. But one of the things I do when I do get on is check up on people. I check in on my friends, and I check in on my mentors, and I check in on my team, and I see how everybody's doing. Give them some high five messages and open up Messenger if I have any messages. Answer, my goal is to answer all of my messages every single day. So anyway, I have a formula I follow each day, and that's to make sure that I'm going to get the results I'm looking for. Formula gets you results you're looking for. Also, a formula can be duplicated. This is important. When people ask a bunch of people in life that are successful, and you say, well, how did you get there? And they don't have a formula, have a step of what they did to get there. It was a whole smorgasbord of stuff or whatever. So what I like to do is I like to follow a formula. And again, these are all things that Robert was doing. How did he become a multimillionaire? This is it. You followed a formula. Okay, number 9 is seek to get 1% better. That's not a lot. You know, at the end of the day, when I say goodnight to my children, I say goodnight to myself and my husband, and I wind down for the day, and I can be grateful that day. I really can celebrate myself now at the end of the day, because I was only seeking to get 1% better. Now, I went through a time where I was addicted to personal development. I thought I had to get like 50% better every day. I thought I had to create, you know, those kind of results that you can measure drastically every day. It was beyond what is realistic, right? So I've brought that down to realistic and something that's duplicatable and that I can do no matter what. On a bad day, every day is worth 1%, right? Every day it's worth to get 1% better. And how do I do that? You know, I do that again by meditations, reading books. Every single day I'm reading a book, no matter what, 1 or 2, and audios. Huge. I love audios, and there's some in Journey to Freedom in the files, and there's also some in Freedom Mastery. So number 10 is be sincere and down to earth. Seek to be sincere and down to earth. And you know, for me, that's just honest. It's like also known as just being honest with who I am, down to earth, like just being real, right? Even whether someone else might agree with you or not. Choose to be sincere with your inner being and who you are and who you're sharing with the world. Okay, number 11 is have a heart of gold and be a blessing. Robert has a heart and is a blessing. Really inspires that in us. Number 12, seek to give value. Somehow, you know, that's another daily habit, a daily part of my formula on Facebook, on social media, is to give value, whether it's with a post, a video, sharing someone else that I found a lot of value in. That's another way I give value is I have a fan page and I have a group that I'm growing, that I contribute every single day to growing no matter what. You know, that's value that can, when you come to social media or a forum like the internet, you can put a video up or put a post up and it's there for years and years and years no matter what. That's value, because you can keep coming back to that. It's so amazing. And others can come. You can lead people to it, right? So number 13, we're almost, is connect with people emotionally, spiritually and professionally. A lot of times, I know I used to come to Facebook thinking, well, I have to look so professional. Once I started like working, right? I was like, oh, I got to be professional. All my posts have to be spelt right. I can't talk about people to people because they might get offended, because that's spiritual. That's not, you know, professional. However, morning time, my morning happy hours, I like to call them in the mornings. You know, I've been inspired to connect with people on that deeper emotional level or spiritual level, to ask them, hey, you know, if they're struggling maybe with something, maybe they've to me and they're like, I'm having a hard time with my kids, and you know, it's just really hard to schedule work from home and do school from home. You know, I might ask them, well, you know, can I ask you a question? And if they say yes, I say, well, do you have a schedule down? You know, do you find that you write things down? Does that help you? And, you know, ask about their routine, see if they have one. So, but connecting on a deeper level is really valuable, because most of the people I find, and even myself, there was years an emotional level with anyone on social media. I came to Facebook thinking people were just pictures and Messenger was just messages. It took practice to see Messenger and the internet, social media, as a deeper way to connect with people. Honestly, it's been a practicing over time, and I find that it does work, and we can do that. It does work. It just does take daily practice. Again, and that's why I called this number 2. And these are all basically the 28 days to 5K. Like, these are the things that I do, gonna commit to doing every single day, no matter what, for 28 days, these 15 things. And I believe that if we do that, we will get gooder and gooder on a massive scale every day, I think more than 1%. So, okay, let me to number 14 is seek to be a positive influence in all communications. Seek to be a positive influence in all communications. This is really, really something to think of and consider. Facebook has a lot going on. YouTube, social media, there is all over the place that, you know, we might not consider positive. We have a choice to look at that and share that, or share this, or share what the positivity is that you found that day. There's a choice. So seek to be positive influence. And then the last, highly valuable, be generous and be humble. Be humble. That's one of the things that Robert was praised for over again in here. Person after person was his way of being humble and sharing and serving and being of value, but just being down to earth, just being a person, you know, easy to talk to. So that's my goal. That's what I want you as well. If you need a mentor, if you don't have one, you can go to roberthollis.com. He's got free mentorship and classes right now. I highly recommend him. And most of you, if you're watching this, are already connected to him. So order his book if you haven't already. It is on Amazon. And if you need a copy, or if you have a copy and you want the audios or vice versa, let me know and I will get those to you. They are in Journey to Freedom. I will post underneath this if you in there. So thank you for your time. I know it's been a little bit here. If you have questions, you're mute yourself and jump in, or if you have anything to add or share, it's great to see you ladies here. And thanks to everyone that's going to come and watch the replay. Thank you. I know a couple of you have messaged me today. I really appreciate just being connected and learning together here in these communities that we have on social media. So thank you for joining me and just being part of this journey. You're welcome, Gina. I love you so much. It is really such a blessing to see all of your support, to see all of your beautiful faces around. I really, it really, like, especially in this time, to continue with our, you know, habits and rituals that we've been doing is key. I really believe, you know, that normal everyone's wanting, we can have it. We just pick it, right? We just pick for this to be the normal for us, I think. That's all right. If you don't have any questions or anything else, I will see you around. And I wanted to mention, over the, not this coming week full, but the following week, I will start booking one-to-one calls. So if you have not had a one-to-one with me, please reach out and send me a message and let's schedule that and chat for a little while about what you're looking for, if there's any way I can guide or serve you. And that's it. And good night for now. And I love you all. And we'll talk again soon. I'll see you next Thursday as well. Same time, place. Join us here. And if you're on the replay, I hope to see you live one day. Bye.